Hey everybody, welcome back to Lyrical Resonance, where we believe that where words fail, music speaks. I gotta give a huge shout out right now to Jacob Porter, who is the reason we're doing this video today. He reached out after he saw my reaction to Life Renewed's song Vision Revision, which you can check out over here, probably above my head. Anyway, he saw that video, really liked what we were doing, liked the kind of the philosophy of the channel, I suppose, and asked if we would get into one of his songs from his band. Let's see, they are called State of Illusion. I don't know anything about them at all, other than what Jacob has told me, and they are not necessarily like they're not. He says they're not necessarily a Christian band, because when you put that label on things, I've heard a lot of people make that argument, which is cool. I mean, that's fine. They're trying to reach a broader audience. I can respect that. But they definitely don't shy away from their faith in their lyrics. And so that's kind of their thing, is they're trying to reach people who otherwise might not be reached. And I can get with that. So we are checking out their song Starlight tonight. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. If you like what you see by the end of this, I'd ask you real simply, like the video, right? Pretty simple. Maybe leave a comment or two, even if you're just stopping in to say hi. And if you're really feeling like you really enjoyed what you saw, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with everything we're doing, because where words fail, music does speak, and we're going to continue listening to what it has to say. So let's do that now through State of Illusion and their song Starlight.
Flame escapes from his eyes. How precious is the light that shines through the dark, and how careless are we to extinguish the spark.
Ooh. Dude. Good gravy. Dude, I gotta stop for a second. I love this. What is happening? I'm kind of blown away. Like I'm getting so many different like influences in here. Like I can hear some Seosin in this, for sure. I can hear almost like As Cities Burn, maybe a little bit of Brand New in there. Like, dude, sounds really, really good. I'm really digging this. And these lyrics are actually really, really deep, and I'll get into them here in a bit. But man, just this idea, how precious is the light that shines through the dark, and how careless are we to extinguish the spark. Like, let the candles light the way, right? Like, this is so good. What if this illusion's not what it seems? What if we're trapped inside the dream? If only I could find the will to breathe. Please open my eyes so I can see. I really like this, man. I'm kind of like taken aback by the instrumentation of it, and just the atmospheric nature of it. Like, it sounds really, really good. And I'm really glad, dude, Jacob, I'm so glad you reached out, man. I really enjoy this. I'm gonna back up just a little bit, not too far. and we'll keep going because this is actually very, very, very good, very captivating, and I'm really already in love with this.
Let his starlight the way, and pray that it won't leave me as it fades into the day.
Wow.
What if this illusion is not what it seems? What if we're trapped inside this dream? If only I could find the will to breathe. Please open my eyes so I can see.
I think I hear some 30 Seconds to Mars in there. Maybe a little bit of Thrice as well.
Please stay with me, don't go,
Dude.
don't leave me here alone. Please guide me down this path I wander, and wake me from my dreaming slumber.
Oh man. Now, I'm gonna stop in the middle of this, and I know I'm gonna frustrate people because it's this really great like melodic solo going on. I hope there's some resolution for those kids, man. That sucked. Oh, that was so mean. But man, I'm really just blown away by this. I said I can hear some other influences like Thrice and 30 Seconds to Mars, but I mean, honestly, this, such a fresh sound. Like, there are not enough bands that make music that sounds like this. And when I say I hear influences of these various bands, I don't mean that they sound like those bands, but I can hear influences. But they sound, in my opinion, quite unique. And I really, really, really enjoy that. This is so good. Man, Jacob, again, I'm so glad you reached out. I am going to back it up kind of a lot here, about 30 seconds, because I want to hear all of this for all it's worth. But I'm really taken aback by this so far. This is really good.
Please guide me down this path I wander, and wake me from my dreaming slumber.
Appreciate that he's playing without a pick too, the bass player. Not that that matters. Oh, nice. Wow. Very good. Very, very good. Oh man. All right, so let's talk about this. I'm I'm blown away, man. That was really, really good. The musicality of this was phenomenal. I mean, there's hardly any criticism I could lobby against the musicality. I don't think I can't find anything to like nitpick or critique. It's just that good. It's good. It's good music, man. I yeah, I'm kind of beside myself. I really, really enjoy this a lot. I'm so sometimes I don't always like pay attention to music videos when I do these reactions, because a lot of times I have the lyrics pulled up too, and so I'm reading the lyrics while I'm listening, and I'm trying to watch as I read and listen, and all, so there's a lot of multitasking. But this one, the music video frustrates me, man, because you have these kids that were just absolute turds to that young one, and they nothing ever happened, right? Like they just the rocket ship took off, and that was kind of it, right? Like, I'm frustrated. But anyway, I'm really very, very impressed with this. Having never heard this band, never known, like not knowing what to even expect going into this, I'm really, really impressed. I love the lyrics of it, man. They're so deep, and I get what I get what Jacob was saying, because it's ambiguous enough to where you can pull whatever you want out of it, right? Like you could, I mean, that's the beauty of music. Like even like bands like Skillet, right? Like that everybody knows Skillet's a Christian band, right? Like they don't hide it, they don't shy away from it, but they also don't really like ram their faith in your face or down your throat or anything. And their music is still done in such a way that people outside of faith can enjoy it, right? And same with bands like Wolves at the Gate. And Wolves at the Gate is far more, in my opinion, very like straightforward and upfront about their faith in their music. But people still like what they hear and like them outside of belief in God, right? And so I like that about music, that whatever your worldview, like music is that thing that transcends borders, right? Like it transcends all kinds of cultural barriers. That's something that's amazing. That's why I believe that where words fail, music will speak, because music speaks in ways that words just can't. And so this is really fascinating. Like what he's saying, this what if this was not, what if the illusion's not what it seems, right? Like what if we're just trapped inside this dream? And he says, please open my eyes so I can see that this life we live will never be the same, and we only have ourselves to blame. Let his star light the way, and pray that it won't leave me as it fades into the day. Please stay with me. Don't go. Don't leave me here alone. Guide me down this path I wander, and wake me from my dreaming slumber. Like, dude, these lyrics are so good. And to me, they're really pointing to how, and again, this is my interpretation. You know, I have this belief that God will be found where he's looked for, and I go to music looking for God. And I believe that this is, and for me, like if I were to want to have written this song, which I wasn't, but if I were, it would be very much like my way of trying to express how much I rely on God to navigate through the chaos of life, because everything is uncertain. There's so much uncertainty in this world. Like we always say, the only things that never change are death and taxes, right? Like those are the two things that are inescapable, the two inescapable realities. And so with everything changing all the time, like the one constant is God, and he is this light that I need to guide me, right? And so I love how he says how precious is the light that shines through the dark. And you could take that even outside of faith, and just like when you see good, like when you see good things, how the way that like just breaks through the darkness is fascinating. The way the good can light up the world, and we need so much more of that. This is from, I don't know if it's still an upcoming album or not, if this is out yet. I kind of need to go find out if this out. Hang tight. Give me just a second. I'm gonna go see if this album has been released yet.
1 hour later.
All right, so it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, this came out in September of 2021. So I'll have a link to get the album in the description below if you're interested. I'm super blown away by this, and I'm gonna have to go. Like I said, I'm gonna have to dig into some more of this and listen. I'm really excited about that. Anyway, If I were to rate this song on a scale of 1 to 10, and my scale is 1 terrible, like absolute garbage. I've never had a song that low yet. The lowest song I've ever had was a 4, and I'm about to give that group another chance here soon. You can, if you want, you can check that video out up here, so when the new video comes through, you can see the second chance and kind of follow up. Anyway, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 is amazing, by the way, like absolute flawless. I'm going to give this song, I'd give it a 10. I would absolutely give this song a 10. It's so good. I really enjoyed it. Like from the moment it begins, the atmosphere of it just kind of pulls you in and holds you the entire time. And the professionalism in the instrumentation, the vocals were great. I really, really dug this. The progression of the song, the structure of it was really good. So I would give it a 10 out of 10. Really, really well done. But I need to hear from you. How would you rate this song on a scale of 1 to 10? Use my scale, 1 being absolutely garbage and 10 being perfection. Like, let me know what you think of the song. I want to hear from you. And then if there are any other songs you think I should be checking out, you can send me an email at lyrical.resonance.ia@gmail.com. It's probably floating like right at the bottom of the screen. Or you can do what Jacob did and reach out to me on Facebook and find me there. I've got a page for Lyrical Resonance. There's a link to that in the description as well, and you can reach out to me there. But the simplest way is to just leave a comment. You know, it seems pretty obvious, but just leave a comment and let me know if there are songs I should get into. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate you taking the time. If you liked what you saw, as always, like the video. It's super simple, something to do. Leave a couple comments, even if you're saying hi or telling me where you rank the song or a song I should check out. And if you really liked it, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because where words fail, music does speak, and we're going to continue listening to what the music has to say here at Lyrical Resonance. But until the next song we get into, as always, stay safe and be blessed. We'll see you soon.